Chris, good day. Is the government using the same tactics as Scientology, brainwashing the people into vaccination? No, I don't think that is the case. Brainwashing implies that you're doing something nefarious in order to get something over on somebody using devious or manipulative or overtly destructive means. And getting vaccinated is not a destructive thing to do. It's the safe, healthy, right thing to do. So I don't think brainwashing people into getting vaccinated is exactly the right phraseology, any more than you could say schools brainwash kids into getting into reading or learning arithmetic. I mean, you could call it that, but it's not really a proper use of the word. And it implies, sort of this nefariousness, this evilness to the activity that just doesn't exist. Getting vaccinated is a public health and safety issue that involves your safety and mine. And I happen to believe in vaccines, quote unquote, right? I happen to think science matters and that health, public safety, and health matter. And vaccinations are something that has enabled mankind to beat nature. Where nature's trying to kill us, we're actually more powerful because of things like vaccinations. So there are very interesting consequences and arguments that result from that. But one of those arguments or one of those positions shouldn't be don't get vaccinated or vaccinations are something that are evil. I really just can't get on board with that view. And I've seen tons and tons of anti-vax literature and the conspiracy theories and the FUD, the fear, uncertainty, and doubt that anti-vaxxers try to place and put on the science of vaccination. And it doesn't really pan out with the facts. Are all vaccinations 100% effective across the boards? No, but they don't claim to be either. And I'm not an expert when it comes to medical science, so I have to go with authorities. And the authorities that I go to on this sound like they know what they're talking about and have evidence and facts and reason to back up their claims. And every time I've gone down the anti-vax rabbit hole, every time, and I've done it a number of times, I go and I investigate the claims. I read the papers. I have to clear these, clear up what these $20,000 words are. Trying to study the science of this stuff. And every time I have found the claims made by anti-vaxxers to be hyperbolic, in other words, exaggerated beyond all proportion, or just flat out wrong, just straight up lies or, fear mongering. And that's what I've found every time. So what am I supposed to say? I haven't found a credible anti-vax argument yet. It's not to say it doesn't exist, but I haven't found it. And I stopped looking, of course, quite a while ago, because after going down that rabbit hole about 5 times, you go, this is a little bit like Alex Jones. How many times do I have to disprove your stupid claims before I just stop listening to you? And that's kind of my position on anti-vax at this point. Yeah, there are some legit issues and problems with certain vaccines under certain contexts. But to take that issue and then say, well, vaccinations are dangerous, vaccinations shouldn't be done, we should be very, very careful, they're just experimental, blah, blah, blah. It's just fear-mongering nonsense, and I don't go for that. So that's my soapbox today on vaccination.